The Pacific Northwest. A lot of good bands. A lot of great music. Go on, take everything I want you to. If you remember that lyric or you're familiar with the song, then you're already ahead of me. How the heck are you creepers? Whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, we are creeping into downtown Portland, more specifically Northwest. If you're familiar with Courtney Love or you're not, a lot of her roots stem right here in Portland, Oregon. The inspiration for her band, pretty much everything, all took place in the heart of Portland. Stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting one. If you're a fan of Courtney Love, Pacific Northwest music, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, you're going to like this one. Yeah, just absolutely gorgeous. Got the Creeper Cruiser parked, and we are heading way up into Northwest Portland, coming all the way from East County, Gresham. Quite the journey, but a great story to tell you. I'm excited. All right, just getting here to Burnside, the entrance to Old Town Chinatown. And just down the block here sits the new Mary's Club. And once you guys see the sign, I'll tell you more about why we're kind of starting down here. It's not really in particular order, but it is a great story. I'm gonna creep down here just a few more, just the next block. All right, got the green. We are here in front of, which is the new Mary's Club. Got the Max going by here. 69 years. This was actually the second location. The first location is just up a block. But if you guys know the story, or if you don't, Courtney Love actually danced here not too many years, just maybe a year or so. And there's actually some remnants of her pictures and whatnot of this she autographed and sent the dancers right after she left dancing here. But as the story goes, she would dance here, well, up the street at the original one, and then walk up when Kurt was in town and visit him at the Satyricon when they had their shows. So pretty darn cool to see that the old signs here. I think they were just moving it when me and my buddy Adam the Woo came down here last time. But yeah, we'll go up and see the original one where she actually walked down just a few blocks to dance at Satyricon. Or not dance, but see Kurt perform rather. And then we'll take you to where it kind of all started. All right, right below that big piece there up top of that roof, right where I'm zooming in next to that market, would have sat the original Mary's Club. You can actually see where the old signage was up top there. And that's where Courtney danced originally. I'll insert those pictures that she mailed them, I think, on a postcard right after she left the club. Courtney mailed them a postcard with some things on it. So yeah, right below that big piece right there. Let the camera light, there we go. The original Mary's Club. Kind of see where the signage went in there. Yeah, that's where Courtney danced. She walked up just a few blocks to Satyricon, what we're gonna head to next. But yeah, the original Mary's Club, I was told all this was gonna get torn down. Fun fact, there was a little Mexican restaurant right here, and we would go and get tacos, and if you went to the bathroom, it'd actually take you into the restrooms at Mary's Club. So yeah, that's where she danced. So all right, we're gonna go over and check out the Satyricon where she met Kurt. Pretty cool though. Speaking of punk rock, we got this sweet Merrill here. All the different bands. The punk rock Skelly. PDX Punk. Love it. Nice. That is so cool. And right here, which is now the Maybelline Center, was the home to Satyricon nightclub, where all those old shows where Kurt came into town. Now, when they redid the building, they basically tore down the other one. They leveled it, but if you do the math, the doors kind of split. The address would have been, I think it was 120. I'll see if I can find some pictures of the old Satyricon sign. I know Courtney Taylor owns it, so pretty neat to think that that all happened right here. In fact, there's a story that Courtney walked down here that night from Mary's after she performed, knowing that Kurt was going to be in town, and actually got into a little bit of a wrestling match with him here. The old checkerboard floor and all the old antics that took place here. Many of good shows, not just Nirvana, but a ton more. All right, we're gonna head up to where it kind of all started. Courtney Love's school. I'll tell you more when we get there. All right, just getting here, Northwest 21st and Glisson. And we are headed just a block down here to the Laurelhurst MLC school, and I'll tell you why when we get there. But yeah, this area is kind of a trendy eating shopping area. Fun fact, Drugstore Cowboy filmed right here at the Nob Hill Pharmacy. They changed the sign, it used to just say drugs. But yeah, we're gonna creep over just a block, and I'll tell you why when we get there. In fact, I think you can see this school in the movie Drugstore Cowboy. Kind of an interesting tie-in, because I know Courtney Love did and is friends with Gus Van Sant, famous Hollywood director. But yeah, this is the Metropolitan Learning Center. And what threw me off is at first when I was doing my homework, when she gave her quote during a show back in 1999 when she performed at the Rose Garden, then it's now called the Moda Center, she was quoted on some things, and one of the things that she quoted herself saying was, after she was kicked out of this learning academy, she was like, that's it, I'm not going back to school. I'm definitely going to pursue my dreams as an artist, and I'm not going to let any of the teachers tell me otherwise. She was actually kicked out of a previous school with her mother kind of sending her back to Portland, Oregon to kind of, you know, get her ducks in a row, so to speak. But she always had music at heart. And like I said, what kind of threw me off is there's a ton of schools in the Laurelhurst district, which is in southeast Portland, but they're all part of the same district. There's like 33 different schools, so pretty crazy. I didn't find any actual school pictures. I might be able to look up her yearbook, but I'm not sure. I think she only went here for a few years and then was kicked out. But she was quoted saying that after that, that was a wrap, and she basically wanted to just take her time now to focus on her music. And so I think it's kind of full circle, starting out here, being born and being shuffled around a lot as a kid, and then finally kind of moving back to Portland. Was sent here to kind of get things together and was kicked out. She said she even wrote the song about it. Pretty Inside, I think that was the name of it. And there is a school going on right now, so I'm gonna kind of just, for good measure, stay across the street. But yeah, Courtney Love getting booted out of this school. I'm not sure what it was for, but I could only imagine what it was for. Probably playing music, who knows. But yeah, kind of went on to obviously start the band, meeting Kurt with Hole. I'm actually a huge fan of Hole. I like them. I liked her singing, I really do. I'm not too fond of all the stories that have been told about her over the years. I know with Kurt's passing and whatnot, it was kind of a lot of things being said that who knows if they're true or not, but I like to give people, you know, obviously the benefit of the doubt, especially with Kurt taking those pills when they were on tour. And a lot of people thought that was kind of his suicide attempt, and then people kind of later blaming, you know, Courtney for that suicide note and all that. I don't want to go too deep into that because I'm kind of just focusing on, you know, where she grew up and stuff. So pretty interesting story though, to say the least. But yeah, if you guys are a fan of Hole or Courtney Love or even just Kurt, let me know. In fact, I think she actually did some filming right around here in her really early years, right after she was kind of dancing at Mary's Club. I think she starred in the recreation of Nancy and Sid the Sid Vicious, you know, biopic, I think it was called, but I could be wrong. But yeah, nonetheless, all happening here, Portland, Oregon. Pretty crazy. All right, there's their school. All right, a spectacular, beautiful day. Crossing the Satyricon now bridge on the way home, and Mount Hood's showing off again. I thought we'd start it and end it with Mount Hood in the distance there, looking so pretty. Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. That's gonna do it for today. If you guys have any favorite Courtney Love songs or memories, or just kind of tell me what you think, I'd love to hear from you. I love you guys. Yeah, we've been really blessed. We've had a lot of great music coming out of the Pacific Northwest. It's been a great ride. All right, love you guys. Cooper out.